Good day, asteroid assassins! I'm Unsilent, and we're on the air with more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic to the Sith Lords. This is episode number 10. We just blasted out of Peragus and blasted the whole damned asteroid field along with it. We are on the Ebon Hawk. What's left of us anyway? See, here's T3M4. Hi, little buddy. You look like you're on fire. And you can please stop moving around the ship. It's hard to find. You seem to have suffered a lot of damage over the year. Could you upgrade an item for me? I need a programming spike. Oh, can I get a programming spike? That's handy. It's a very, Man, that is a very sour-sounding droid. And so in the last episode, we blew up some droids, we shot some Sith assassins, and we blasted out of Peragus, taking the entire the asteroid field mining belt out with us, and hopefully that damn Sith Lord along with it. We probably took out the Harbinger, the Republic Hammerhead cruiser. Let's see, so you look like you've suffered a lot of damage over the years. How much damage? They couldn't give us subtitles or anything? So you lost a lot of programs for behavior core in addition to damage to your frame? Oh, I guess that's its translation. I'm sure you'll gain that skill back. I'm glad to have you along. Don't lose any more functionality or sell you for parts. Alright, I'm glad to have you along. Let's see, I might be able to upgrade your memory core. You look like you need some routine maintenance. I might be able to pull some of these off. Let's start with the, maybe I can upgrade his memory core. Influence success. Alright, let me take a look. Shut down for a while. This will be over in a second. Alright, let's take a look. I don't know if that's good beeps or bad beeps. Success! Okay, that's good. Happy beeps, I'm guessing, buddy. Happy beeps. Due to your computer skills, T3 has gained +1 intelligence. What do you mean I phased out for a second? You were shut down. Glazed look, what are you talking about? What does he mean I had a glazed look? I had other questions for you. I can try some repair. So let's see. It still won't tackle the main chassis first. Use it, just sit still, it won't take long. Worked the last time. Okay. Whoops, must have left my hydro spanner in there. That stutter's new. Did I do that? Okay, we'll try again. I'll try again when I've trained my skills a little more. Well, we've gained influence with T3M4, and we've received a computer spike, and we repaired him a little bit. So it's all net positive. Uh-oh, I'm trapped in the room. Wait, there was something else in there. Oh, security system. Oh, it's all cameras and such. That's not that exciting. Yeah, now we got it. Now maybe, like, repairing, like, getting repair. Woo, alright. Hi. Mention that. I don't understand why this thing gets so stuttery and jittery, but it does. Just out of curiosity, level up. What do you recommend for an attribute? Dexterity. Alright, I can live with that. Skills. It was under feats that I could, make demolitions and repair a multi-class, or a single class skill. So that way it would only be 1 point as opposed to 2. Thing keeps wanting. Let's put 1 point in persuade, 1 point in computer, 1 point into repair. Well, that's 2 points in repair, and then we'll put 1 point in security. Sure, why not? Nah, awareness. Awareness seems better. And powers, we can get a new Sith power. No, I'm not doing stun droid. Jesus. Keeps wanting me to do stun droid. Now we're at level 8. Unfortunately, we have to be at level 9 to do the Force Lightning. We have to be 12 for improved heal and 18 for master heal. Alright. Did the deflect last time. Maybe dominate mind. That seems like a handy one. Basically, even better mind tricks. Let's see. Once powered, extra options appear in conversation is appropriate, so let's add that one. And we're done. Let's open this low security door. And damage HK. Ah, look who this is. I thought that earlier, coming out of... Yeah, this was the hold that was on fire, was it not? And this was the one that had the knocking in the very first episode, the prologue episode. And there was knocking, and then an HK unit came out of there. And it was presumably our damaged HK unit here. I can only assume is HK-47. Looks like the remains of an HK unit, but older and more corroded than the one you encountered in Peragus. Its power core still carries a charge, but a number of critical parts appear to be missing. Let's use the upgraded repair attribute to diagnose the droid. It looks... T3 doesn't seem particularly happy. It's missing 4 components: processor, chassis, the control cluster, and its vocabulator. Now, did we not pick up did we not have a vocabulator at one point? And we've installed the droid's vocabulator. That's it. Even though it's got a vocabulator, it doesn't seem to be doing much. It's a bonus mission to rebuild HK-47. And we just need a droid processor, a droid chassis, and a control cluster. So we have to find those. Hopefully not like hard find those. Hopefully it's relatively straightforward. That's the ramp off. No, I guess that Kreia isn't in here. Find people. Okay, they've left the scaffolding up from repairing. Because this... Oh, yeah, workbench. This was the garage. And that had the side of it blown out in our prologue mission. You can go back to episode 1 if you're looking for that. They have the scaffolding up in here as well. On this engine, the starboard engine, which is the one that took all the damage in the prologue kerfuffle. Oh, I was going to say, is that a window? No. There used to be cargo in there. I guess that got offloaded at Peragus when they were cleaning the place out. And by process of elimination, who's in the port crew quarters. Hello.
Have you come for more answers? There is little more left to give.
Well, you wanted to have a chat. But let's see, when you lost your hand, I felt it too.
That does not surprise me, any more than you hearing my thoughts when we were apart. The pain, however, was unexpected. If I could, I would have shielded you from it.
Now, is this the thing from The Last Jedi? It's like Snoke really like 4,000 years old. If I could, I would have protected you. I'm sorry for your loss, then consider the pain a lesson. If I felt the loss of your hand, what would have happened if you had died? Yeah, that's a good question.
I do not know. I fear that the consequences would have been more extreme.
As in, I would have died. More extreme, I felt like my hand was dipped in molten carbonate, like what consequences death? Yes, that.
Possibly, yes, and I fear it works both ways. I would not wish to test it, nor should you.
Alright. What can we do? I don't want my actions to place you at risk, then we'll work together and be careful until we can fix this. This link is a threat to me and an inconvenience. We need to sever it now. But at your age, you could die any moment, especially considering the way you act. I will not allow my life to be tied to some half-dead, delusional old woman. Let's see. I'm trying to play it down the middle at the moment, so...
When battle is upon us, I suspect our minds are prepared enough to shield each other from the pain. I think we shall not have a repeat incident of what happened at Peragus.
What, you didn't think this guy was going to try and kill you? A Sith Lord? Really? Really? How could this bond have happened? Does our connection have any advantages? I've never heard of a link like this before in Holocrons or the Jedi histories. Interesting.
I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems the Force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the Force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well.
Okay, you and Kreia possess the Force Chain special ability. When either of you uses Force power on yourself, the other gains the benefit as well. Okay.
A powerful technique indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks.
So what do we do now?
I do not know. The Sith struck more swiftly than I thought, and they will not stop until they have you in their grasp. If you fall, all the galaxy will echo it.
There must be some place to go. Is there any place we can retreat to? We can't keep running until they catch us. And it's all about running.
It does not matter where we go. It is not the destination that matters. It is the journey. All paths will take us to the end, whatever it may be, and no matter how strongly we fight against it. For now, we are bound for Telos, and that is enough.
Let's see. Enough for what? Yeah. So basically, it's like, you're on a journey, just deal with it. We'll get the end eventually.
Before the war, Jedi who failed their training were sent to the fields of Telos to serve the galaxy, not as Jedi Knights, but as farmers and laborers. The destruction of Telos was complete. I doubt any Jedi remain. Yet there may be echoes of their passing. We shall see.
I seem to, from the little bits and bobs of the Clone Wars I'm aware of, like the Clone Wars TV series, which is still canon, not Legends, but is still canon. I think that is something that is brought up at, Force-sensitive beings who, learn at the Jedi Temple, but, who aren't selected to be Padawans or fail their trials, going to be medics and stuff and such like that. They go on to continue to serve, just not as Jedi. Maybe echoes of their passing. We shall see. Plan seems weak. Yes, it does, actually.
Then I am left with nothing more than we had already. My faith in you and your ability to meet what comes.
Great.
I would see to that fool in the cockpit and remind him of our destination. I would not want him attempting to veer from Telos.
The fool has a name I'd like you to start using. He's not a fool, but he does feel odd to me. Atton isn't so bad, just, well, maybe he is. I'll crack his skull into the bulkhead if he tries. That will do. I'll go see him now. He's not so bad. Well, maybe he is.
He is a fool and an imbecile. His potential lies downwards, not up. Watch that one. His thoughts are slippery. I do not trust him, and nor should you. Such a man serves himself first, and his allies next.
I get the feeling that... I like the little sting of the Force theme there. I get the feeling like Atton is supposed to be our Han Solo type. Because here we are on a smuggler's ship being piloted by a guy we found in prison whose character class is scoundrel.
How's our passenger? She's still aging?
Let's see. Though for someone without much to say, she sure says a lot.
Yeah, to you, maybe. I don't usually hear much beyond fool and imbecile. She's lucky she's a Jedi, or someone would have killed her years ago. I mean, how old do you think she is? She may have been good-looking once, but it takes some hard living to make creases like that.
What is he doing? He's just typing into thin air. Good looking? Are you that desperate? If she looks good to you, you must have taken a blaster hit when I was looking.
Hey, I just got out of prison. If we had a decent navicomputer, trust me, we'd be dropping out of hyperspace into the Nar Shaddaa Red Sector right now. After spacing that old witch, of course.
Look, he's off the insult she was wounded, helping us escape her. Never mind, I want to ask you some questions. Are we still on course for Telos? Let's focus on getting to Telos. Are we on course for Telos?
Like we have a choice? It's the only place Peragus had logged in their astrogation charts. Well, if you thought Peragus was dead, then Telos is a dying world they're trying to breathe back to life. Should be there before too long. You can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
Never mind, I want to ask you some questions. Sure, why not?
Oh, no. Look, I respect your privacy. I mean, when have I ever asked you any questions? I mean, besides that one.
What did you mean about the galaxy map not being much use? Do you know anything about that assassin droid? Alright, how about 1 and then 2?
Well, the astrogation system is voice printed and locked down, but that T3 unit is doubling as the astrogation system. You can try to plot a course, but without that T3 unit to perform the calculations, you'd probably plow us into a star. As long as he doesn't steal the ship, we should be alright.
Who voice printed the astrogation system?
I have no idea. Previous owner, maybe? I'd love to get it overhauled, but that's a major job. Besides, the droid will be good enough for now.
Well, that'll have to do, I guess.
Takes all kinds. Maybe someone didn't want anybody taking the ship out of the system, or knowing where the ship had been. Smugglers do it all the time in case the Republic decides to board them. Or so I hear.
Yes.
I have no idea.
Okay, yeah, we heard that part. Alright, anything about the assassin droid that you know?
No, not much. Except sounds like it was after you. As far as I'm concerned, you handled that pretty well. No more droid, no more problem.
Alright. Since when do protocol droids collect bounties? Yes. Who'd build an assassin droid? Those are all good questions.
Beats me. Sounds like you're pretty popular. If it was built to hunt you down, that is. It could have been around before you even appeared on the scene.
How old do you think the model was? That's a good question.
Yeah, well, you got me there. Look, droids, I don't trust them. That one we fought, some of them are built like that. Others just, well, break. In the head. Sometimes conflicting orders cause it. Give a droid too much data or tell it to do something it can't do, it'll crack their behavior module in half. Others just don't get memory wipes and they start going crazy.
I think he heard you.
Speaking of which, I think that little trash compactor's long overdue. Trust me, droids were made to break. And most of all, they're predictable and stupid.
Yeah, that's great. Just get us to Telos and I'll be along.
So, what happened?
So, yeah, what happened with what?
Don't give me that. There were plenty of times back on Peragus where a lightsaber would have been helpful. So where's yours?
Damned if I know. Exiles aren't allowed to keep their lightsabers. Okay, that explains why we don't have one.
Oh yeah? I thought a Jedi was supposed to be married to their lightsaber. Guess I heard wrong. Were you a single hilt or one of those double-bladed Jedi?
Let's go classical with a single hilt.
Huh, figures. It wasn't red, was it?
Actually, it was crystal, was redder than a Lagrix eye, okay. Both the blade and crystal were unique. Let's see, what color? Purple. We're gonna go Mace Windu.
This party's over.
Yeah, unique how?
Let's see. It was blue, like usually used by Guardians. Green of the Consulars. Yellow Saber Sentinel's blade. There's a Viridian blade. One Jedi Council, a Jedi we've never seen before. Silver, like the streams in the Room of Thousand Fountains in Coruscant. We got options. Can we go, let's go violet for now, but we've got some options here.
Must have been something. Sure be nice to have it now. Might make those Sith think twice before coming after us.
No matter it was taken from me long ago, having it would drive them hunt me down harder. It was taken from me long ago.
Alright, forget I said anything. Like I said before, you can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
I'm guessing this is what punches us to Telos. Hit the travel button, we'll get there. Now, that was interesting. It's like half the planet is built up with this large cityscape, and the rest of it's kind of like still agriculture. And another happy landing. Of course.
Attention, this is Citadel Station Bay Control, Dock Module 126. Please
I don't like the sound of that. If they think we caused the explosion...
We'll lie about it.
Uh-oh. Here comes the welcoming party. They may not know what happened, so don't blow it.
I'm Lieutenant Gren, Telos Security Force. I'm under orders to take you into custody in regards to the destruction of the Peragus mining facility.
What do you mean, the explosion at the Peragus mining facility? We weren't even there. Peragus never heard of it. No.
You haven't been formally charged, but you will be placed under house arrest pending the results of our investigation. Due to the nature of the investigation, I have no specific timetable to offer you. In the meantime, your ship and any droids will have to be given over for safekeeping.
You see... No, see, this is all very illegal. You can't detain me for an indefinite period without charges, sir.
Yes, that includes you. You are a droid, so you will be detained. In addition, we will have to take your personal arms and armor until the completion of our inquiry.
This is out... Yeah, you don't... will I be able to get my gear back? And then you have no evidence.
If you are cleared of any involvement, your personal effects will be returned to you. You will be held briefly in the TSF station until living quarters can be arranged, at which point you will be placed under house arrest. Do you understand?
I understand that you're a dick. Let's see. No, why are you holding us?
Because this vessel and its passengers are connected with the destruction of a fuel mining facility, one that this station depends upon. We would like to find out the extent of your involvement.
Not at all. We're going.
Look around you. Even if you manage to overcome all of us, Bay Control could simply open the MagCon field and shoot you into space. So, let's not do this the hard way.
I'd prefer to. But you're going to compensate me for this inconvenience, sir.
Given your position, it would be a good idea if you took a more accommodating tone. My men will relieve you of your arms and armor. Follow me.
Tell me I'm not going to jail again.
Hate to break it to you, buddy, but... she does not look like she's part of Telos Security. No, I'm guessing she's very much... unless they've got an albino who likes to have camouflage-looking clothes, I'm guessing somebody definitely does not belong to Telos Security.
You will be held here briefly. Living quarters are being arranged for you and your companions as we speak. Someone will return shortly to escort you to an apartment in Residential Module 082.
Let's see. Yeah, no, I don't... oh, look, I've got a Jedi-looking robe. Fantastic.
As I said, this is only temporary while other arrangements are made. I'm sorry, but you'll just have to bear with us until then.
I'd rather not. There's temporary custody until you get under house arrest. You're not being formally charged. So I'm in a cell.
Well, we might be here for a while. Might as well get comfortable.
At least as comfortable as one can get standing upright permanently.
Someone is coming.
Great.
So this is the last of the Jedi. I must admit, I'm a little disappointed.
Let me out of this cage. We'll see how disappointed you are. Well, what's going on first? Then we'll threaten them. I'm starting to get annoyed at him.
The exchange has a bounty on Jedi, you know. You're worth quite a bit of money.
The exchange, huh? I'm pretty sure some two-bit pistol jockey like yourself isn't one of them.
Hey? I'm more than skilled enough to work for the exchange.
You bounty hunters couldn't even win a fair fight. You're the cheapest, most worthless mercenary scum in the galaxy. I'd hire a Mandalorian over your filth in a second.
No Mandalorian could match my skills. No Mandalorian could have been clever enough to infiltrate this station, taken the identity of one of the guards, then...
Then what? Overloaded our force cage fields and made it look like an accident? You probably don't even have the guts to fight me. Pathetic.
Don't think overloading your cages had not occurred to me. You're wanted alive, but I doubt anyone will care as long as I bring them your corpse.
Great, piss him off, Atton. Thanks a lot. Let's see. Why are you here? To collect the bounty, but... let's just get this over. Screw it! Gonna kick you in the face.
Come, Jedi. It is time to die.
Hey, leave him alone. You want to fight? Then try me if you've got the guts.
You have goaded me once, and you shall not do so twice.
But I shall dispose of all of you eventually. And an old woman, a fool, and a broken Jedi are no match to my skills.
I'm just going to electrocute you the second I get out of this cage, numbnuts, so you best be ready to get electrified. There. Mr. Batu Rem, meet the business. Is this the only force power I have? I have shock and push. I would have also accepted force choke right now. Oh, and now my allies are going to jump you. Yep, that was pretty hopeless.
The security cameras up. What? What's going on here?
Man down! Quick! Call a medic!
All right, Jedi. I want you to back up slowly. Hands in front of you. Into the force cage. Cooperate, and we won't have to gun you down.
Come on, Lieutenant. They've already killed... Who is that? Is that Batu Rem?
He said he was an assassin. No, he was an assassin. It's a good thing I don't have to depend on you for protection. He's impressive. You allowed. Let's see. Two's the snarkiest one of the bunch.
Rem's no assassin.
Batu Rem is on leave. He shouldn't even be on the station. This man isn't him.
How did he manage to sneak in here then? And I'm glad someone noticed only after he tried to kill me. How did he sneak in here?
That's something we're going to have to look into. I can tell you that it can't have been easy.
Great, that's reassuring.
We've arranged for an apartment in residential module 082. You'll stay there under house arrest until our investigation of the Peragus matter is complete. You'll be under TSF protection. I'll personally clear any visitors to your quarters, and we'll investigate this incident to the best of our ability.
Well, great. If that's as good as the rest of your investigations, I'm sure it'll go swimmingly. So my quip is some combination of 2 and 3.
Officer, get Lieutenant Yima a report of this incident. She'll look into this. The rest of you come with me. We'll escort you to the apartment in 082 immediately.
At least we don't have to rely on you, Lieutenant Gren.
These will serve as your quarters for the duration of your house arrest. 2 officers will be stationed outside at all times. Again, I'll clear any visitors. There won't be another incident.
Yes, I'm sure that's what you thought the first
Just
time.
to be on the safe side, why don't you leave us a blaster or 2?
Well, this is worth a shot.
I can't say. We have a ship examining what's left of the Peragus facility now, so your stay might be brief. We'll keep you informed.
Now, this is a step up from a force cage, at least.
If there are any problems, we'll use the wall terminal to contact you. Let's go.
Swell.
This isn't good. We've got to get off this station.
You think?
What do you think the TSF is going to find at Peragus? That could bring the Sith... You know what? Forget it. As long as we're trapped here, it doesn't matter.
Alright, Kreia, what do you think?
We cannot stay in any one place too long, but our path has brought us here for a reason. I must meditate on this. In the meantime, we should rest.
Yeah, you go ahead and meditate. As for me, I could use some sleep.
I guess we're resting. Or we're meditating, one or the other. And I just want to call it an episode, and I keep throwing more shit at me. Now, I was going to point out... no, that button. I was going to point out, it looks like we're in space, so whatever we're on looks like it's built above the planet as opposed to on the planet? Because he said we'd be vented out into space. So they've built, like, I don't know, a Dyson sphere type thing around the outside of Telos?
Why don't you answer the terminal? Doesn't sound like they're going to leave us alone.
Fine. I'll get it. I'll pick up the phone. I will pick up the phone if you shut the hell up. Let's see. TSF officer. Fine, I'll accept the call.
Excuse me, you have a caller. Moza, representing the Ithorian planet restoration interests on Telos. Lieutenant Gren's cleared him if you'd like to speak with him.
Oh, yeah, what does he want?
He says he wishes to speak with you on behalf of Chodo Habat. That's all he will say.
Who the hell is Chodo Habat? Fine, send him in.
Very well. I'll let him in now.
Now, Thorians are the hammerhead dudes. They have mouths on both sides of their head. So then he said, "Thank you for seeing me. I am Moza. I've come to see you on behalf of Chodo Habat, our leader here." Who is Chodo Habat? Okay, what is this about? Are you familiar with the restoration project on Telos? No, explain it to me. The surface of Telos was destroyed during the Jedi Civil War a few years ago. This Citadel Station is the Republic's... okay, we missed that. Citadel Station uses energy fields to seal off portions of the planet's surface, then generates and controls weather patterns. Once weather in a zone is stabilized, new animal and plant life is introduced to restore the ecosystem. Recently, however, we've run into contention with a corporation known as Czerka. Perhaps you've heard of our recent troubles. No, what troubles have you had, son? The Thorians are well known as They fixed ecology stuff. The Republic Fund is generously hoping Telos will be a model for restoration of planets. The funding helped us purchase flora and fauna from Onderon, upgrades to Citadel Station's shield network, and allowed us to purify and reseed small portions of the surface. Then the troubles began. Republic relations with Onderon began to deteriorate, increasing the purchase and transport costs of our biological materials, and as the station grew, Telos Security Force was no longer able to police the entire station. Czerka approached the Republic, offered supply and security contracts. Their paramilitary security division now polices 2/3 of Citadel Station. Czerka has integrated themselves into the Telosian political and economic system. Their efforts hindered our cause greatly, and will have terrible consequences for the planet's restoration. So, how are they harming the restoration project? Wrested control of a number of restoration zones from us. These zones began to deteriorate within weeks. If this continues, the restoration process will be brought to a halt, and the Republic will no longer be willing to continue the funding to resurrect it. Telos will remain dead forever. So, how did they take the restoration zones? Combination of legal loopholes, purchase political favors, strong arm tactics, and sabotage. We Ithorians have not prepared to deal with such. We are passive people. We wish only to help restore the natural beauty of Telos. Could you get to the point? You want us to help? He's a powerful... Chodo Habat is a priest and spiritual leader. Sensed a disturbance of the Force when I came here. Felt you might be able to aid us. He bid me tell you that you could help heal Telos. And may be possible for him to heal you. What? I'm unclear as to what he means by this. He says, the echo he felt upon your arrival suggests that you yourself are damaged. You can feel the pain through the Force. So Chodo is Force sensitive?
Perhaps Chodo Habat should turn his eyes to his own people, if they truly suffer so.
And so he basically wants me to help us and we'll help you, basically. I'll consider it. How about that? Although I was talking over most of it, it doesn't seem like they had a whole lot of lines voiced for the Ithorians.
We will be able to rest uninterrupted.
Yeah, I'm not rating our chances of that very highly, Kreia, but sure, let's rest. Like I said, I don't rate our chances very high. So we've got, let's see, the Caller, which is planet restoration on Telos, and then we have False Batu. Maybe we're trying to find out who hired him and why. Wait, what was the other one? There's something about the Ebon Hawk in there. Oh, no, I'm good. Don't need party selection. Ebon Hawk's I&D. Procedure should take no more than 30 standard hours. Great. Alright, fine. Hopefully this is the call letting us out. Czerka Corp, great.
Good day. I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant for Czerka Corporation's Citadel Station branch. I am attempting to connect you with Executive Officer Jana Lorso. May I put you through?
She can't call herself? Really?
I am sorry, but I do not know. I am only her Administrative Assistant. May I put you through?
Probably something to do with what the Ithorians said. Fine.
Thank
Thank you for accepting my call. As my assistant no doubt informed you, I am Jana Lorso.
And why are you calling? Yes?
I understand that you were approached by an Ithorian earlier. Doubtless he tried to obtain your help, attempting to purchase it with imposed guilt and veiled threats.
Well, certainly imposed guilt. I don't recall him threatening me.
Oh, and I suppose he didn't mention the exchange, helping you with any problems here? In other words, the Ithorians won't lead the exchange to you if you work with them.
No, he didn't say anything like that.
Well, no matter. My apologies. I never intended to waste your time discussing Ithorians.
Yes, you did.
I believe you're a person of influence, someone I'd like on my side, rather than aiding the Ithorians, whose quasi-mysticism and bumbling foolishness is standing in the way of progress and profit. I'm not asking for your help, though. I'm offering you a job. Work for Czerka and be handsomely rewarded. You'd be helping yourself. If you're interested, please visit our offices here in Residential 082. B44 will know what to do when you arrive.
At least she says B4D4 in a B44, like a much more flowy sort of way.
I'd rather discuss that in person. I'll be more than happy to answer any and all questions when you visit our offices.
Can I play both sides?
Excellent. Good luck with that messy investigation, and I hope to see you shortly.
We should get back to bed. Whenever they decide to release us, we should get going immediately.
Alright, fine, we'll rest again. Just like a break in the action, so I could just, call it an episode.
Explain something to me.
I do not have the years required, nor the desire to indulge you.
If he served in the war, well, Jedi are supposed to be tough, capable.
Yes, and what are they without the Force? Take the greatest Jedi Knight, strip away the Force, and what remains? They rely on it, depend on it more than they know. Watch as one tries to hold a blaster, as they try to hold a lightsaber, and you will see nothing more than a woman, or a man, a child.
But to lose so much, I guess I didn't realize how much they relied on it.
Do not be surprised. In many ways, even you are more capable than a Jedi. You could survive where they could not simply because you do not hear the Force as they do. It is irony of a sort, and it is why I tolerate your presence now.
But such a loss of ability, for a Jedi, it seems so extreme.
He has been gone from war some time. It is conflict that strengthens us, and isolation that weakens us, erodes us. Add to that he turned away from war, did all that he could to forget it, and the last piece clicks into place. But we have spoken enough of this, and we do him a disservice by not speaking of this while he is present.
Well, yes and no. Oh, Lieutenant Skren.
I've come to inform you that the Telosian government has completed its inspection of what's left of the Peragus facility. It appears that the Harbinger had indeed been present, though it was gone when our ships arrived and was responsible for the station's destruction. Logs recovered from the facility's wreckage indicated that the miners perished as a result of sabotage, which began while you and your companions were either incapacitated or incarcerated. As such, you are to be released from house arrest. However, the Republic is sending its own ship. They have insisted that you remain on station for the duration of their search.
I could have told you all this shit before. Let's see, so why is the Republic sending a ship and how long will I have to stay? Both very good questions.
To further investigate the station's destruction and search for their missing ship, the Harbinger.
It blew up in Peragus. I can tell you that too.
The sojourn is already en route, likely not more than a few standard days. Feel free to use these quarters during your stay.
So generous.
The vessel's IND is complete. Please visit the TSF station and entertainment module 081 to complete the necessary paperwork at the front desk. The Ebon Hawk should be transferred from the impound docks by the time you're free to leave.
And my T3? Yeah, what about my T3 droid?
After filling out the paperwork, it'll be transferred with your ship along with your confiscated weapons and armor.
Great. So I'm still a prisoner. Swell.
Well, now what? We can't just stick around. We need to find a way off this station. Whether it's the Ebon Hawk or some other ship. We could hit Nar Shaddaa, maybe. If you've got people coming after you, it's where you go to get lost in the crowd.
Isn't that, roughly where I would expect to find more bounty hunters, though?
Hey, everyone needs to get lost once in a while. Get away from something, It's no big deal. Look, this place is a waste. If Telos wasn't doomed before Peragus blew, it is now. Even more so if your friends from Peragus come calling.
That's all fair point, since this is, Peragus is where they got all their fuel from.
Because it depends on Citadel Station, and the Citadel depends on Peragian fuel and the Republic's senators. The Citadel's fuel source went up with the mining facility, and the bickering senators? Not something worth counting on.
It's like poetry, it rhymes.
It is difficult to say. I feel we came to Telos for a reason, but we may have spent too much time here already. Even if the Harbinger was destroyed at Peragus, more Sith could already be on their way. Still, there is a chance we might learn of other Jedi here on the planet's surface. Jedi who might help us restore your abilities, or sever the link between us.
Well, what do you think?
Okay, let's see. Stay or explore Telos. We need a ship. Let's find the Evan Hawk. Let's see. Yeah, just one. I'd rather have my ship, thank you.
Makes sense. I'll follow your lead.
Alright. Some levels up. Journal entries and such. Alright. I do believe that is a good place for us to leave off this time on KOTOR 2 The Sith Lord. So thanks very much for joining me. I'm Unsilent. Thanks as always for tuning in. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Share on social media. Follow on social media. The social media handle is Unsilent.air, and that's for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr. Don't forget you can check out more KOTOR 2 in the playlist. It's on the screen in the description down below, and more videos anytime on the channel page. And until the next time, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time.